his opponent in the ring to my right, please welcome Uptown Andy Brown! And his opponent in the ring to my right, please welcome the Dirty Daddy, Dickinson!
Yeah, motherfucker! Suck my fucking dick, LA! Fuck all you pieces of trash! LA, down your fucking toilet, kiss my ass! New York City's in the motherfucking house! And you know I come out there! Introduce this piece of trash so I can kick his ass!
And your opponent in the ring to my left. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Teddy!
All right, there is the bell, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Brian and Melissa's wedding reception. My name is Loud and Noxious here at the Bar Wrestling commentation station. And right now we are checking out some incredible four-way action. Very special indeed, a very special night indeed. The action has already started off hot and heavy with Rich Swann laying in a beautiful drop kick on the one and only Teddy Hart. Quite a legend in this business. We're lucky to have him here tonight. We're lucky to have a wrestler of that caliber here in our locker room. Just good to have you, everyone else here as well on the High Spots Network. We are just moving right into this wedding reception full speed. Like, we're not going to wait to do the electric slide or anything like that. Here comes the cover. Cover by Andy Brown, and gets a 2.5. Very nearly 3, and this is an early going. You know, we haven't seen too much Chris Dickinson here in bar wrestling, but I'm very familiar with what this man can do, being from the East Coast, seeing what this guy has done in the New York, Philadelphia area. Of course, part of the Pazuzu faction with the legendary likes of Jaka and Pinky Sanchez. So this man is definitely hung around with the upper echelon of the pro wrestling industry. Tonight, he's trying to make a name for himself here on the West Coast, and a shot right to Teddy Hart as Dickinson went to the outside. Rich Swann is no stranger to the air. He likes to take to the skies. I mean, either man would be effective in this situation. I was gonna say though, Teddy and Chris were out there for quite some time. They had a little bit of time to recover. Here comes Rich Swann, look out! Rich Swann is a fearless man. It's what brought him to the table. He'll always be that style of wrestler. That's just always who he will be. Very proud of everything that young man has done. And Teddy Hart, speaking of pride, this man has given his life to the wrestling business. His whole life has been dedicated to pro wrestling. His entire family is completely engulfed in the world of pro wrestling. Nothing but respect for Teddy Hart and all he's done in his long and illustrious career. Action continuing to build on the outside. Real quick, barroom rules here at Bar Wrestling. That means there is no count out. You'll notice there was no referee count going on the outside. We have no countouts here in Bar Wrestling. It is barroom rules. And right now inside the ring, Uptown, Andy Brown going hold for hold with, and I'm not using this term lightly, he's a legend, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy Hart, he's been everywhere. He's wrestled everywhere. There's no trick that this guy doesn't know. He knows every trick in the book, dirty and clean. And Rich Swann flipping himself around as he likes to do. Drop right on the knees of Teddy Hart, though. Right into the waiting arms of Dickinson, who drops down Swann and hooks the leg. Andy Brown just in time with the save, breaking up that pinfall. Rich Swann is grabbing the back of his head. He's definitely the worse for wear. At this point, Teddy Hart on his feet. Teddy Hart has just got so much experience, more experience than maybe all three of these guys put together, especially when you combine that with coming from a legendary wrestling family like the Hart family. Pile driver! That was getting right to the point. A pile driver on Teddy Hart, and that would have been 3. You got to think that would have definitely been 3. Chris Dickinson breaking it up. It is 1 fall, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you can't let your opponent get the pin. Dickinson, hard clotheslines into the corner. So far, ladies and gentlemen, this match has been all punishment from the get-go. All 4 of these guys can get it done in the ring. All 4 of them are very accomplished wrestlers, accomplished high flyers, accomplished strikers. Teddy Hart now covering Chris Dickinson. Doesn't hook the leg, but it ended up not mattering because Rich Swann was right there with a quick boot right to the chin, and now Rich Swann going up to the second turnbuckle. Unreal agility by the part of Rich Swann. But all of it is for naught when you've got 3 other men in the ring breaking up everything you're doing, breaking up all your pinfall attempts. I don't know how you're supposed to get any sort of momentum when you've got 2 other men, sometimes 3 other men, putting the kibosh on your plans. Well, Andy Brown and Rich Swann were getting along towards the beginning of this match. They were almost aligning themselves with each other. But at this point, it is every man for themselves. Rich Swann now trying to follow the much bigger, much stronger Chris Dickinson, who drops Swann right on the back of his head for the 3rd or 4th time in this match. Dickinson now on his knees. Teddy Hart has gotten to his feet. And these 2 gentlemen now look like they're going to be taking advantage of this 2-on-1 situation as Dickinson and Hart have a sort of uneasy alliance going at this stage. All the way around. You could hear the sound of Rich Swann's head snapping right off the canvas. And Rich Swann is out. He might just be bailing on the floor while Andy Brown connects hard right in the center of the ring by himself here. Throws the forearm, knocking out Dickinson. Does he have one for Teddy? Hart no. Manages to get all the way to the top turnbuckle. Flip pile driver. Hooking the leg on Andy Brown. He got him! What a win for Teddy Hart.